What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Power is back. I guess we're back here. But first of all, Dre, the nigga who hide his kid from the mama who hide from the kid, Dre. All right, let's get this shit cracking right now. Boom. All right, let's get straight into business. Power Season 6, Episode 11. Still Dre. But why did they name this Still Dre? Let's get into it. Now, first of all, I like this episode because I feel like this new episode energy is some kind of a Mona Lisa version of a movie. What do I mean by that? If you notice from episode 1 to 10, it's like this is the whole story. But what they are hiding from us, which is from 11 to 15, is like things we didn't see when we were watching episode 1 to 10. Why am I saying that? If you look at episode 11, it looks like there was some kind of repetition. Yes, there were repetitions, but then they were very, very good repetitions. Why? Because they're trying to make you understand that from episode 10, what you didn't see is what we are showing you in 11, or what you saw in episode 10, how everything went about before you saw what you saw in episode 10 is what we are going to tell you in episode 11. Hence, this time they focused on Dre. Now let me take this bit by bit. When Dre went to Ghost's office in episode 10, Dre didn't enter the office exactly when Tariq entered the office. Tariq went in first, informed Ghost about the fact that someone wanted to see him, and Drake showed up. That was when Ghost was like, Tariq, why would you bring our enemy to my... Do you understand? But when you look at episode 11, the two of them entered the office at the same time. That scene alone was repeated, but then I think the writer didn't want to make it look as if we just copy episode 10 and paste in episode 11. So they recreated the whole scene and they used different camera angles to project that particular scene. Even though the words were still the same, the angle and the gesture and the emotions were a little bit different from what we saw in episode 10. For instance, Dre didn't sit in Ghost's office in episode 10. He stood throughout. But then in episode 11, you realize that he had a time to sit to even talk to Ghost. And if you study episode 10, Ghost dominated that conversation and there was some kind of energy coming from Ghost. But in episode 11, you realize there was some kind of 50-50 kind of conversation. Here, Dre really dominated the conversation and he was rather making threats instead of Ghost. You understand? And in episode 10, they didn't establish the fact that, okay, Dre left Ghost's office happily, but in episode 11, you realize that they established Dre leaving Ghost's office happily in a sarcastic way. So I think the writer is just trying to make us understand that, okay, yes, fine. We know we gave you this scene previously, but to remind you of the same scene, we need to just react that scene so that we just give it a touch and just give it new energy, new camera angles, so that you don't feel like, okay, these people just went to cut previous episode and just pasted it. So, okay, what's new in this new episode? There's nothing new in it. So I think it was some kind of cool thing they did. Now, the second scene that was established again was where Dre was waiting for Ghost to give him that money, and then the cops showed up and then they captured Dre. If you notice that scene in episode 10, Ghost was revealed through his driving mirror first, followed by a side view looking at Dre being arrested. But in the new episode 11, even though that scene was recreated, you can realize that they gave us more room to see a whole lot of things happening at the same time, where they established Ghost from the front of his car watching Dre being arrested, and they revealed the fact that, okay, Dre also noticed Ghost was sitting in that car. It's just like this whole episode, they just try to tell us exactly things they hid from us in episode 10. That's how I see it. they just revealed things we didn't see in episode 10, or how things went about before it got to where it got to in episode 10 that we didn't see. They're just trying to just follow those tracks for us to understand, okay, this was what the situation was before Dre was standing here at this time and he was captured. This was what the situation was before Dre went demanding money from Ghost, because you remember that his baby mama was giving him some kind of pressure to leave the town. So they are trying to make us understand that, okay, this was what was happening. That was why things were happening this way. Now the third thing that they did, they recomposed was when Ghost called 2Bit at the cell. You understand? If you notice that in episode 10, Ghost made mention of money and revenge. But then in the new episode, when they recomposed that particular scene, Ghost didn't mention money and revenge in that sentence, in the sentence he was making. I mean, at this point, they established a whole lot of conversation that went down between Ghost and 2Bit in the cell. So we all understood that why Ghost called 2Bit in episode 10 was because they wanted him to take care of Dre, because he knows that, okay, Dre was in the cell with them. That was why he said money and revenge. Revenge in the sense that 2Bit figured out that it was Dre who snitched on their warehouse that made them ended up dead. That was the revenge part of the whole situation. Then the money part was where Ghost promised 2Bit to take care of his family financially if he did what they both want to be done, which is what put Dre away. Now, the way this whole episode 11 is going, if what I'm thinking is what they are doing, then I think they are really trying to make sure that they reveal certain things they never revealed in previous episodes for us to see how everything panned out. Because I believe that everything ended in episode 10, but then how everything went about before Ghost was getting shot is what they are trying to reveal in the next 5 episodes. I knew from day one that Dre didn't shoot Ghost. Even though I knew he was heading to truth, I knew he didn't shoot Ghost. So now look at how they positioned Dre in the shooting incident. It means Dre was, let me say, 80% close to Ghost, because he entered through, heading towards where to find Ghost, and he had the shot. So I feel like, okay, the writer has just segregated a whole lot of closeness among these suspects. So look at where Dre was. If you look at where Dre was, it means someone it was also closer than Dre. Then it means someone was also closer than someone who was closer than Dre. And at the end of the day, one person got there early. So I believe that all these 6 or 7 suspects were almost to truth, but it was only one person who got there first. So in this case, I feel the writers are going to make everybody pull out one way or the other, just as Dre had a gunshot and he ran off. Then he met the detector on the way, he punched her, and then he ran off. Now, if you think about that whole scenario, you notice that even Tommy wasn't close to truth. I don't know whether Dre was hallucinating. I don't know whether Dre was daydreaming when he was driving off in fear. But if Tommy was really at where Dre saw him, then Tommy also wasn't close to truth when Ghost was shot. So now we have Tate, Sax, Path, Tariq, and Tasha. Okay, one of these people were a bit closer. Now, let's take this Tate thing for instance. Tate, right now, I believe that Tate wasn't going purposely to go and shoot Ghost when he was in the hoodie moving to truth. I think Tate was heading to truth to see whether really Dre finished their part of the deal, because Tate asked Dre to kill Ghost. So I feel like Tate noticed that, okay, Dre might play stupid, so let me just follow up, carry a gun, let me just see if he might need a backup or something, or let me just go ahead, or if he might shoot Ghost and keep Ghost alive, then he, Tate, will go finish Ghost. Because if you're like, okay, Dre might play loose, he might shoot Ghost, but Ghost might not die. So he, Tate, was going to finish Ghost. So I don't believe even Tate got to where Ghost was enough to shoot him. So Tate is also out of whoever shot Ghost. Now you remember Tariq asked for peace from what's the name? Dre. And Dre gave him one condition. That was when Tariq brought Dre to his father in his office, which means what? Tariq fulfilled that part of the condition. So what? Dre is going to give him the gun. So if Dre handed the gun over and traceable gun over to Tariq, what was Tariq going to use the gun for? So in this case, Tariq is also getting closer to being the prime suspect of whoever shot Ghost. Now, as for Paz, Angela's sister, I have no doubt that the last meeting she had with Ghost, she was wearing a wire. I don't doubt that she was wearing a wire, because the way she started the conversation, she didn't want Ghost to talk. She wanted to talk first, and she was asking direct questions like, okay, confess whatever you have to say. Just tell me who did it so that we get it on tape. Because if you remember, the judge told the detective that if they don't get any concrete evidence about Ghost, then they are not doing anything. Now here lies the case. In this last episode, which is 11, you notice Paz came directly to the detective again. That was the last scene. As to whatever she was coming to talk about, we all don't know. But it doesn't look good. It's something that doesn't look good. And if you remember how the detective was telling Paz that it's over, you notice that she feels like, so all my effort to help didn't help. Then the detective was like, the judge wouldn't accept anything, which means what? There was some kind of evidence, that is sent. Now if you remember the conversation between Paz and Ghost, he speaks as if he knew the person who shot his sister, but he doesn't want to say it. But then the reason why he doesn't want to say it is because he doesn't know who shot her. So Ghost was very smart by just concluding his statement like that. If you were to say, I can't tell you who shot your sister, it means he knows something. But he said, I can't tell you who shot your sister because I don't know who did it. So that exonerated Ghost, even if Paz was wearing a wire at that moment, because Ghost was honest with her and like, I can't tell you who shot your sister because I don't know who shot your sister. So you don't have any evidence out of me. Another repeated and recomposed scene was where Dre was first released from the cell when the detective was interrogating him in the interrogation room. You notice that the energy Dre was having in episode 10 was different from the energy he was using in episode 11. Well, I don't have a problem with this recomposition of scenes and anything, but like, I think it was a good thing they did, because even though we already knew that conversation went on in episode 10, it makes the whole episode not boring. And to be frank, it looks like episode 10, scenes from episode 10 really dominated episode 11, or 50-50 if I should say it. But then it didn't make the whole thing look boring and unexpected. It just gave us more insight to, okay, what happened previously that we didn't know in episode 10. Now if they are going to run the rest of the episodes the way this one went down, then I think they are going to reveal something about Tommy, how he got away from the shooting that happened between he and Ghost and some two people who were shooting at them. I think they are going to reveal that one as well and tell us how Tommy ran away from that. Now, I think they are going to reveal how Tommy found out that it wasn't Ghost who shot Lakeisha, because that was what the meeting was about. The moment Ghost got to the meeting, Tommy was telling him that, I knew you didn't shoot Lakeisha. So, however Tommy found out, I'm sure they are going to reveal it in the next episode that, okay, this is how he found out, and whether if he now knows exactly who shot Lakeisha. So I think Tasha should prepare herself for Tommy's unforgiving look. Now about Spike. Man, I think I like that dude. He looks like Lil Wayne. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks so. But like Spike, okay, if Spike wouldn't have snitched. I like that dude. He wouldn't have snitched, but I think he snitched because Tommy flipped up on them. You remember when, what's the name? 2Beat called Tommy and he told him, okay, take care of Gozy, take care of Dre. He's the one who snitched on us and blah blah blah. And Tommy was also feeling insecure. He thought it was a setup and he said, no, I'm not doing that thing for you guys. I think that was where Spike gave up on like protecting Tommy. So he just decided, okay, if you is out there and we are in here protecting you and do something for us and you don't want to do it, what the love? Will I still protecting you in here and rot in jail? Damn, I need to give something to these people to walk free. I think that was what spiked the decision of Spike to snitch on Tommy. So well, I think he's going to face Tommy, but like Tommy didn't give him a choice. Yeah, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. So whatever your thoughts are, whatever your theories are, whatever you think about this whole new episode, leave your comment down below. And then, did I say leave your comment down below? That was some kind of crazy confusion. Okay, the episode was confusing. Anyway, so leave your comment below and subscribe to this channel. And let's keep talking about power. We got 4 more to go. Can't wait, baby. So let me hear from y'all. It's your boy Nino. I'm out. Boo.